Hi friends, how are you all doing? So today I want to talk about one topic that is related to the reunion. Yes, the twin flame reunion. So today's topic will be on the final stages or the final stage before the twin flame reunion. I would like to start my talk with reminding all of you that the twin flame journey is not a romantic journey, it's an ascension process. And there are a lot of teachers out there who, talk about reunions that happen every month. These are all soulmate reunions that are happening. Okay, either they are soulmate reunions or they are karmic reunions. Because twin flame reunion happening is rare. Of course, there are differences, there are variations depending on each couple's karma, both the parties, how much karma they are carrying, whether they are starseed twin flames or not. Many factors are there that depends on how fast or how slow the reunion happens, how many years it takes. But guys, this is an ascension journey. This is an ascension journey. It is not about taking a 6 months course and getting your reunion. It's not just about the strategies of managing the relationship which are taught in these courses. This is about in-depth inner work, and not just in-depth inner work. This is about core changes that happen in your DNA. Can any fucking teacher out there who claims to give you your reunion erase your karmic account? Can any fucking teacher out there erase your karmic account? No, because a teacher can only guide you. A teacher cannot give you reunion, so why do you have to bow to anyone? Because you have no clue how a goddess looks like? Who are you giving your power away to? If you're bowing down to someone, that person should have some stature. That person should have some stature. Here, there are people who are sleeping with their husband at night, and in the day, sleeping with their twin flame and calling themselves twin flame teachers. And there are other idiots that are bowing before them. I mean, what cults are going on? This is just the matrix shit. This is the matrix shit pool. What makes me angry is because I know what it takes to walk this ascension journey. And these bitches who are claiming to be ascension teachers, they're just claiming that title without doing the work. That's what angers me. And that is what even angers Saturn. When you try to grab that title and you don't deserve it. Through manipulation, through fakery, through makeup, through keeping the security of your karmic relationship and also claiming twin flame, twin flame, twin flame. I'm in a twin flame relationship, but not having the divine feminine hood to be committed and loyal to your twin. You know what I mean? But these people have no clue about all these qualities because their DNA is corrupted. It is still karmic. Hmm? Think 10 times before calling anyone a teacher. Look at that person's standards. Look at that person's manipulative mind. Copied something from here, copied something from there, manipulated the material and presented it to foolish audiences who are desperate for a man. I mean, come on, ladies, what else to say to you? What else to say to you? You're bowing down before such idiots? Why? You've lost it. You don't know whom to respect and whom not to respect, whom to call divine feminine, whom not to call divine feminine. You forgot your discernment. So now let me come back to today's topic. Okay, today's topic is brain hemispheric integration. Okay, and this is the last stage before the reunion. So now brain hemispheric reintegration, which is the last stage before reunion, it is actually the merging of the right brain hemisphere and the left brain hemisphere, which is also the merging of the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, and also the merging of the pineal and the pituitary gland. Okay, now when I say left brain, it is the divine masculine. When I say right brain, it is the divine feminine. And when this brain hemispheric integration happens, what happens is all your karma gets cleared, because the planet Saturn is the one who records all the karma, and this entire 3D matrix is actually a Saturnian matrix. So when your karma is cleared, and Saturn can be represented by root chakra. So when your karma is cleared, your root chakra, which is the divine masculine chakra, heals. Your solar plexus, which is the divine masculine chakra, heals. These two chakras constitute your left brain majorly. Now there are divine masculine DNA codes, masculine energies in each chakra. In each chakra we have masculine, feminine, but majorly, like the center, if I talk about centers, the solar plexus and the root chakra are the divine masculine centers, chakras, okay, which constitute your left brain. Okay, and the sacral, heart, and third eye are considered divine feminine. Even the throat chakra is considered divine masculine, because it's an outpouring of energy. It's an exertion of energy when you talk. Like silence is considered feminine and speech is considered masculine. Okay, because action is always masculine, right? So okay, so brain hemispheric integration means all your karma is cleared. It means your root chakra is healed and balanced. Okay, now here I also want to talk about the core wound. Okay, you must have heard about core wound. Okay, now what is core wound? Core wound is the separation area. It's when you enter the 3D matrix, that place where your soul separated. Okay, that chakra from where your soul first separated. It's like the area where the tear happened, the separation happened. Okay, now for different people it is different, because that core wound is where you take on most of the 3D karma. Like when you entered 3D, you had to take on some heavy karma to enter 3D reality. So that chakra where you took on the heaviest karma, that is your core wound. Now the core wound can be in the third eye, it can be in the heart chakra, it can be in the solar plexus, it can be in the sacral chakra. Okay, so It depends on each person. You have to know where your core wound is, because when you first meet your twin flame, that is when the core wound activates. Okay, and that is how you can identify your core wound. So when I met my twin flame, that same month I had my period for like over a month. So like for over 30 to 40 days I was consistently bleeding, and I didn't go to any doctor because I never had issues like that before, and I knew something big was happening in my life. It was spiritual. I had also taken a reading before that I would be meeting somebody who will be my life partner. So, and then I met him, and all the signs that were bombarding me, since I was already the spiritual twin, I knew I had this intuition that had got to do with my twin. So my core wound was in my sacral chakra. Okay, for some people it's in their heart chakra, for some people it's in their solar plexus, etc., etc. Okay, so when the brain integration happens, brain hemispheric integration happens, your core wound heals. Okay, and root chakra and sacral chakra are intimately related, because root chakra is completely masculine and sacral chakra is highly feminine, because root is earth element, which is a masculine element. A lot of people say that earth element is feminine. It's not. Earth is structure, and structure is always masculine. Earth, structure are components of the left brain. Earth structure is Saturn, so it is always masculine. Okay, so as I was saying, the core wound heals when the brain hemispheric integration happens. And when your core wound heals, being that place where you took on all the ancestral karma, because see, each ancestry is different. Okay, now in my ancestry the karma is related to my sacral and my root. Okay, so the core wound is in the sacral chakra. For some people the karma is related to the heart chakra and solar plexus chakra, so the core wound can be over there anywhere. So it depends on the ancestral lineage in which you were born, where your core wound is, and the karmic patterns that are related to that lineage will be where your core wound is, in which chakra your core wound is. So as my ancestral karma was healing, my core wound also started to heal. Okay, because I can feel it. And when your core wound heals, that is when you get the moksha, you get the liberation, you're out of the matrix. Like seriously. Okay, now I am going through this process. It's not an overnight thing, it's not a over week thing. It takes a while, it takes time. Okay, so I'm going through this process, and I do not know how it turns out on the other side. Okay, I do not know. I don't have any guru, and even when I've asked for the downloads, I've got a few downloads, but I cannot talk about them because I have to actually see how the other side looks, and then I can comment on it. Okay, but I promise to you that I will comment. Okay, I will explain, I will make a video on how life is after moksha. after after you get the moksha. Okay, and moksha means, it doesn't mean it's a blank white space where there's nothing. It's just full white space and you're wearing white clothes, and you are in this space like in the Matrix movie. It's not like that. Okay, people say that when your karma is over, everything is over, and it looks like their words get over, because actually what is actually getting over is their words and their knowledge. That is what is happening in the moment. So that's why they say that, and they stop there, because their words are over and their knowledge is over. That is what actually gets over. Nothing gets over. After karma is over, what happens is your negative relationships end. As simple as that. It doesn't mean there are no people in your life. It means instead of the demons, there is soul family. Instead of lack of support, you have support. Instead of lack of ideas, you have ideas. Instead of lack of execution power, you have the energy to execute your projects. Instead of psychic attacks, there are no psychic attacks. There's love and support. And in case there is a psychic attack, that person is easily fucked up by the universe. Okay? Because your root chakra is healed, no? The way you are trapped in the matrix is by putting implants, blockages in your root chakra. Once your Saturn is purified, see, Saturn is the Karaka of ascension. I mention in a lot of my videos. So once your Saturn is clear, what is Saturn? Saturn is the structure of your spiritual bodies, your mental body structure, your emotional body structure, your causal body structure, very important, and other bodies. All these structures, they're just programs, okay? They're just systems. And the codes have to be right. So Saturn is the program, Saturn is the software, Saturn is the codes, okay? And the reason your Saturn is impure is because there is negative karma stuck there, so which distorts the codes. You lose those codes. It's like a virus. Okay, see, God made human beings to function in a certain way. Okay, when there is a malfunction, a human being will dysfunction, right? So dysfunction will enter the system. Okay, and then it will give rise to more dysfunction. So this is the karmic cycle. This is the karmic cycle. When your structural damage is there inside you, there's emotional damage, mental damage, belief systems damage in your causal body, energy drained, pranic body is weak. See, pranic body is very strong, provided you know how to seal your energy field. This matrix drains our energy, okay? And that is because it is a punishment for your bad karmas. That is one thing. Secondly, a lot of karmas you inherit that are not your bad deeds. So it's like if you have done 50 sins, 500 sins are extra added onto you, okay, by being born in a certain ancestry. And then what you have to do is to even that out. It's like an injustice, no? I mean, if you just killed 550 people, then the punishment of, or say you've just broken 50 hearts, only 50 hearts you've broken. So you get the punishment of breaking 500 hearts. So that is a little bit unfair to you. So what you have to do is you have to do your deep inner healing work, the shadow work, and you have to like wipe clean the entire slate so that it doesn't matter whether you have done 50 sins or 500 sins. This kind of work, this shadow work is like deep work. Okay, so it's about wiping the slate clean. Okay, and the slate only gets clean, remember my words, the slate only gets clean when kundalini makes it clean, when kundalini rises. If kundalini doesn't rise, no, all your patterns might be balanced, you must be a really good person, but things will not work out in your life because previous karmic account is there. Who's going to pay that? Your mother and father, your wife's family. Who's going to pay that? Hmm? Your children. Who are you codependent on? Who's going to pay all of that? You have to pay for it. Okay, so what if you've done your inner work and heal your patterns right now? That karmic account remains, and the only person who can clear that karmic account is goddess Adi Shakti. It is goddess Kundalini, only then. And the second person is the guru who can raise your Kundalini. Okay, if you're connected to the guru, a guru can raise your Kundalini, a guru can assist in that process. Okay, but for that you need to have the grace of the Guru. Okay. So either your Kundalini awakens on your own and you clean out that debt, karmic debt, or through your Guru, your Kundalini awakens and you clean out that karmic debt. Okay. But Kundalini has to be involved in this process. Without Kundalini, your karmic account, who will pay? No matter how much shadow work you do, no matter how much shadow work you do, and even if your entire system is, all your patterns are gone and all, it doesn't go like that. Your patterns don't go like that. You keep repeating those patterns because there is a virus in the software. The software is damaged. Okay, so that is the reason people say, oh, I did this work and still why did I repeat the mistake? Okay, or oh, I did this work and still why the same situations are showing up in my reality? Because you have to pay, honey. You have to pay. You have to clear the account. Okay, and who can help you clear the account? Kundalini, the most dangerous thing in the world. It's very dangerous to awaken your Kundalini without a Markaba or without a Guru. What I mean to say is, if Kundalini awakens, please find a Guru. You need to awaken your Kundalini under the guidance of a Guru, or if your Markaba is activated, your Markaba gets activated, that means you are a starseed, that means you are a Illumined Twinflame, that means you are a person sent on Earth from the Galactic Federation for this ascension mission. Okay, if that happens, then you can do it on your own, or you need a Guru. Okay, so only that Kundalini can free you from the karmic debt. Inner work can't do it for you. Yes, inner work is very useful because inner work is like, let me say inner work is 70% of the process, 70% of the goal, and because 70% efforts you must put, no, which I had put for so many years. Since I was a child, I knew nothing else except try to find answers to this system, to all the questions. So, inner work is 70%, and 30% after Kundalini sees that you're honest and you're dedicated, then she kind of takes you under her wing and she will clear the karmic account for you, but that too will take time. Okay, it doesn't happen overnight. Okay, whether you are even with a guru, it doesn't happen overnight, it takes time. Okay, how much time? It depends on how much karma you have. It can take you 5 months, it can take you 1 year, it can take you many years. Depends on how much karma in total you have, ancestral karma, past life karma, whatever. Okay, present life karma, yesterday's karma, 1 hour back karma. Because human beings are manipulated to such an extent they really don't have control over themselves. That's what I say. It's not that easy to change patterns. Okay, if a limb is broken, you have to actually do the surgery, okay, and fix it. You know, you have to fix the limb. Until the limb is fixed, you can't run with it. You can't run with a crutch. Okay, so the entire structure, internal structure needs to heal. That only Kundalini can heal. Because Kundalini is the union of Shiva and Shakti. It is the original template for man that was created for this planet. until the time this planet was infiltrated by demonic forces. This planet was infiltrated by demonic forces. So brain hemispheric integration means your chakras, all your karma is cleared. Okay, root chakra karma is cleared, sacral chakra karma is cleared, solar plexus karma is cleared, heart chakra karma is cleared, throat chakra, third eye chakra karma is cleared. Okay, and after the karma is cleared, what happens is the male and female DNA codes, aspects, soul, what we call soul parts, soul fragments that have been fragmented, they unify. Okay, and the chakra becomes closed. You become magnetically and electrically balanced. Your energy field becomes sovereign. So you are not in the shadow masculine, which is a vampiric energy, because the shadow masculine will always try to, you know, tear something apart and drink its blood. What do I mean is, a shadow masculine energy will always try to drain energy and not give back return. And a shadow feminine will overgive. Okay, will overgive, will not defend her boundaries, that kind of patterns. Okay, so all those are because of ancestral traumas, ancestral belief systems, ancestral sins, and your past life sins as well, present life sins as well. So all that gets cleared, and each chakra becomes cleared and balanced and restored. Okay, and this is a process that takes several years. Okay, and that's why I'm saying it doesn't happen, reunion doesn't happen through this inner work courses. 6 months inner course, I'm selling it, will give you a reunion. No, it will take you a step closer to your reunion, definitely. I'm not against all these teachers, but I'm against their hypocrisy. You know, if a product can do 5 out of 10, they're saying a product can do 10 out of 10, which it can't. At least be an honest salesman. But you know, people from the matrix are people from the matrix. There is no such thing as honest salesmanship in the matrix. You know, because if people are survival based, you know, they will cheat you and they will buy a bigger car. Ego survival. Okay? They will claim to be on the twin flame part, divine feminine, but not leave their karmic marriage. Do two husbands at the same time. Okay, and then call themselves a goddess. Sure, she's a goddess from hell. And the number of followers these people have, because you know, it's the matrix, right? You know, demons are worshipped in the matrix. So, this is the process, this is the meaning of brain hemispheric reunion. So, this is when you actually get your reunion. Reunion is not something like promotion in your office, it's not like that. Okay, you have to actually walk the ascension journey, which takes years. Look at the honest teachers out there. There are honest teachers out there. Look at their track record. Look for how many years they have been consistent on the ascension path. There are few teachers like that. Few. But man, they are consistent. They have shed their blood for this journey. Because it's a fucking war for your soul. It's a fucking war for your energy. And you have to be careful who you are giving your energy to. And that is why I am using this harsh language here. Have you seen an army training site, an army camp? Have you seen that? Go Go watch some YouTube videos if you've not been to an actual army training camp. There has to be passion in your voice. Without passion, nothing can be achieved. Doesn't matter if the passion is for your country. Doesn't even matter if the passion is for your own selfish ego. But passion has to be there. Hmm? Otherwise, you are like the shadow masculines who are dead masculine energy, Shadow feminines, that's just like dead feminine energy. Get angry because these people, they don't have the guts to be authentic, because being authentic means being targeted. Okay, so they will not be authentic, they will not be different from the rest, they will not be the target. Okay, they will not fight. Okay, they will not risk. Arey bhaiya, you are selling your soul, even I'll sell my soul. They will try to fit in for security so that they're not targeted. They will try to fit in the matrix. They will be as manipulative as the next person so that the next person doesn't target them, because they don't want to. If your light shines bright, it triggers people, no? And this is the most difficult part of the ascension journey, and the most respected part of the ascension journey, because you need to be a fucking warrior for that. You need to fight demons in human suits, and you need to fight demons in the astral plane, both. Every fucking day of your life. This is not a joke. In fact, if I hear what I am talking right now from, let's just say, 8 8 years back, okay, 8 to 10 years back, all this would sound so very surrealistic to me. I wouldn't believe my voice. I wouldn't believe any of these things that I'm saying. Because at that point, I was completely unconscious of the matrix. I didn't know that the system is real. It's a trapping system of keeping human beings small. It's an energy draining system. You are a god. Look what they've done to you. From a god, they have made you so limited, so small. And those who have their power are those, only those are allowed to have power who sell their souls. So it basically leaves you with no choice. It's like, you want power, you have to sell your soul. If you don't want to sell your soul, then you have to be a powerless creature. Power was only given to the corrupt. And these are deep level belief systems that are at work in the human psyche that we are here to change. Not just me, all of you. And you don't change it by talking about it. You change it by doing it, by being it. What comes to my mind right now is the Dandi March by Gandhiji. Gandhiji was an Indian freedom fighter, and he had this really long march, a walk, a long march, a walk, not a walk. It was a march, and it was his way of protesting against the British rulers. Okay, the colonization of India, the exploitation of Indians' rights. So he did it. He changed the system and gave. See, it is because of Gandhiji that India got freedom. Remember that. And that is because his karmas were pure. A person who has a pure Saturn is a powerful person. This is another definition of power that I want to give you today. If you don't have karma, if your Saturn is pure, you are powerful. And that is how Gandhiji freed India. And you know something? These people had that occult knowledge. Consciously, subconsciously, he was a great soul. See, great souls, even if they don't have this knowledge in their conscious minds, no, in their unconscious, in their subconscious, all this knowledge is there, and unconsciously, their karmas, their actions function based on this knowledge. Because look at his life, it was completely Saturnian. By the way he was living, I can tell you he's a Saturn worshipper, and I don't mean the inverted Saturn that you talk about in Satanism and Black Magica. That is part of the 3D matrix toiletry. Okay, it's part of the 3D matrix shit to make you afraid of Saturn. Saturn is a representation of Lord Shiva according to the great Hindu culture, which I am a part of. Okay, I am a Hindu and I'm proud of my Indian culture and heritage. Not that I disrespect other cultures, total respect to all cultures, all religions. I'm just proud of having such a great heritage here. I mean, I'm a star seed, okay, and I love the Hindu culture, so there must be something extremely special about it, right? It's a great culture. So, if your Saturn is pure, you are powerful, okay? And if you look at Gandhiji's life, whether his Saturn was pure or not, he made sure that his Saturn became pure over the years because he worked for the masses that purifies your Saturn karmas. He ate vegetarian food, he ate little food, and his entire life was like a tapasya, like a penance that he did. And why did he do this penance? Because his kundalini was not awakened, no? So he had to do some or the other way to clear the karma because karma can be cleared either through a guru or through kundalini rising, okay, or through very hard penance. And that penance even I have done. Okay, I have done that penance. Or the third method is suffering. You just suffer it out. That also I have done. Okay, so because the karmas need to get cleared. Okay, so somewhere I feel Gandhiji had this occult knowledge, consciously or subconsciously. So he increased the power of his Saturn. He purified his Saturn through his lifestyle, through his deeds. And when Saturn is on your side, you always win. I mean, there were so many revolutionaries in India, weren't there? So why didn't we get freedom through the revolutionaries, what is called as the Krantikaris? Okay, they were the warrior class, and they actually fought against the British with weapons and stuff like that. But Gandhiji led a non-violent movement. He led a non-violent movement, and that is completely characteristic of Saturn. Okay, his Saturn was pure. That is why India got freedom through Gandhiji and did not get it through the revolutionaries. Not because they weren't good warriors, they were excellent warriors. They were powerful people, but they had bad karma in their system that obstructed, you know, They had bad karma. See, you must know where the power is. Until and unless you understand your system and how this reality works. If you don't, then you won't win the war. You won't win the battle. Gandhiji understood this. He purified his Saturn. He did his tapasya. Okay? He purified his karmas and he gave India freedom. So, coming back to this topic on the brain hemispheric reunion, merge, brain hemispheric merge. So, when all your chakras karma is cleared, the chakras become balanced, okay, including the throat chakra, where I stopped, where I diverged a few minutes back. Throat chakra is an action oriented chakra, okay, it's very male. So, all the chakras, the karma gets cleared and they get restored, okay, and then what happens is a process called chakra bedan, okay. Chakra bedan is the final karmic balancing from that chakra, of that chakra, okay. And after that kundalini stays raised in that chakra. Like for example, if kundalini has cleared all the karmas of your root chakra and activated all your DNA, then it stays raised in the root chakra. And same thing with the sacral chakra, okay. It stays raised in the chakra. In the final stage, when the third eye chakra and the crown chakra merge, when the left and the right brain hemisphere merge, kundalini stays raised in your third eye chakra, and that is when your third eye opens. Because your third eye does not open until your kundalini is able to rise to the third eye, no? And how kundalini can rise to the third eye if there are blockages in your chakras? There can't be any blockages in your chakras. Your chakras have to be pure, free of ancestral karma or karma. Okay, to great degree they have to be pure. Okay, only then kundalini rises to the third eye. So kundalini stays risen in your third eye after the brain hemispheric merge, and that's when your third eye opens permanently and you get moksha, you're out of the matrix, and that is when the reunion happens. Again, there's a caveat here. There's a caveat here because in some twin flame relationships, even after moksha, even after chakras balancing, kundalini clearing, or karma, third eye opening, exiting the matrix, the reunion doesn't happen because there's another process that is remaining to be done, yet to be done, and that is monad self embodiment. When you do the next stage, which is the monad self embodiment, that is when your monad self enters the body, 3D body of your twin, and all his ancestral karma is burned away, cleared, and then the reunion happens. So either the reunion can happen after clearing your ancestral karma and brain hemispheric merge, or the reunion happens after monad self embodiment. It is different for each twin, and if you're doing your sadhana, then you will be notified, you will be told which is your path, because I am clearly told that my reunion will not happen after moksha. It will happen after the next stage, which is monad self embodiment. Okay, so even if my third eye opens, I will not be in the reunion because I have to get the next stage, which is the monad self embodiment. Because my twin is actually, as I said, I spoke about the soulless beings. Okay, so I have to make sure that I bring the monad self into this physical dimension, and that's when monad self will enter his body, and that's when the reunion will happen. Because I was told that. I was told that when the reunion will happen. So this is my description about the monad self-embodiment process, or the brain hemispheric merge, which are the last two stages before the reunion. Okay, because see, the fact is that the truth of the matter is that you're always together, you're always in the reunion. Now, knowing that you're always in reunion, the problem becomes when you forget your mission and get attached to 3D reality. What I mean is, we came to this planet, 3D planet, for the mission. So the attention should be on the mission, right? Which is your karmic clearing, which is your monad self embodiment. Okay, completing the ascension mission here on this planet and anchoring those high energies here is the mission. So you shouldn't be after the reunion. You should achieve the mission first. No matter how difficult. You know, things are not easy for a soldier. After achieving the mission, you will get your reunion. But be mission focused, be purpose focused. I mean, you were always in reunion. Why did you come to Earth? Why did you come to Earth? Not for this romantic reunion. You came here for the mission. You already had the romantic reunion. You got bored of it. You said, let's kick some ass. And that's how you came here into this demonic matrix, facing all the psychic attacks, facing all the rejection, showing up for that divine masculine qualities inside you. And I'm telling you, this path will make you what appears to be crazy to other people. You will appear crazy to other people. Recently, I had someone call me crazy out of jealousy, by the way. This person was jealous of my love, my loyalty, my dedication to my twin, the sheer passion that he saw and heard in my voice and in my eyes freaked him out. And so he said I was crazy because my love for my twin was such. But this person is not from our community. He doesn't understand head nor tail of the ascension process. This person is just another unawakened person from the matrix. And all these things that I am about and our community is about is foreign to such people. This talk is foreign to them. This degree of loyalty and commitment is foreign to them because they know a woman that is weak. They know a woman that is sexually weak. They don't know a woman that is sexually strong. It shocks them. How can someone be so not needy for sex? You know, after they watch you, they can't believe it. Because this is an esoteric process. I mean, your entire brain is rewired, so you don't need sex after a certain time. It it's not a need anymore. You can have it with your twin in a certain specific way, but it's not a need anymore. They don't understand this because to them you are either faking it. Okay, to them you are either faking it, or you're having some affair that they don't know about, or you are crazy. You're crazy. When sane people come in a crazy world, that is how it appears like you are crazy. When you love someone beyond limits, that is how it appears like, because this is a world of codependent transactional relationships. I mean, humans have been traumatized, and now, as a result of those traumas and genetic DNA dysfunction, they are pulling in lower timelines. They are pulling in karmic timelines. So that is the world that we see. But actually, it is just the karmic timelines that majority of people are pulling in. That is what is changing right now. Okay, that is what is changing right now. Through awakening of humanity, we are clearing the karma and we are changing the karmic timelines so that people bring heaven on earth and not hell on earth through the dysfunction that is recorded, stored in their DNA. Okay, and the problem is they keep repeating the negative patterns and they keep getting lower and lower into the matrix, more and more into those karmic cycles, stuck there. So this is what I had to say on the brain hemispheric integration today. It is the last stage before reunion, because then you're freed from the matrix, the 3D karmic matrix, all your ancestral sins, all the curses, all your negative karmas, you're freed from them. And then what happens? You enter this blank white space. No, then you pull in higher dimensional relationships. Okay, then you pull in non-karmic relationships. So sorry, excuse me, I just had my lunch, my dinner. So you pull in positive karmic relationships. Okay, you pull in, suddenly out of nowhere, nice people show up in your reality. I mean, think about it. Here you are, and in your hologram, all of a sudden, negative people are showing up. I mean, why negative people are showing up? Okay, why positive people are not showing up? There is a reason for that. Why? And because that is the karma that is stored in your bodies, in your spiritual bodies. So, just as negative people were showing up due to this karmic account, that same way, when the account is cleared, positive people start showing up. As simple as that. And from where they show up, for that, you need to know a little bit about quantum science, how reality is manifested, how physical reality manifests. Okay, because from a field of infinite possibilities, you manifest a certain situation, a certain relationship, a certain planet, a certain era on the planet, a certain karmic lineage, a family, a certain friend group. Who determines which planet you are born on? Karma, Saturn. Who determines which time period you are incarnated on? Karma, the programs. Who determines the soul group you're born with, or the karmic relationships that you're having with, or whatever relationships that you're having with your karma. Who determines all that? Who determines all that is the karmic programs. So once the karma is cleared, everything changes. Everything changes. Now the details of this process, you'll have to wait for it. Okay, you'll have to wait for it. I'll come out with a video on the details of this process. How life changes after moksha. Okay, but it changes. It changes. Once the software changes, the entire operating system changes, Everything changes when the software changes. When the karmic debt is cleared. And that is what the brain hemispheric merge is about. That is what the brain hemispheric merge is about. Kundalini stays raised in your third eye. Okay? Both the brain hemispheres merge and the separated lovers reunite. Within you first. The reunion happens within you first. Okay? So I will sign off for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Share it. Okay? And check out my artworks also and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.